Hello and welcome back to my Childlock series, where my League playtime is restricted by my child's schedule. I'm only able to actively complete tasks while he's asleep, and I'll be AFK skilling while he's awake. With static point targets for ranking up and relics that boost the AFK grind, this League is really catering to those with busy lives. But how far can these benefits take us? Can a full-time mum like me achieve the Dragon Cup? There's only one way to find out. Let's get into it. Since my last video, I took a little time out of the game to visit my family, have a friend over, and spend time with my husband playing another game we enjoy. I even logged into my main account to have a Tears of Guthix battle with a friend of mine, which I lost miserably. Despite the time away from leagues, I still managed to make some decent progress up the ranks, so much so that I have now hit the Rune Cup. I've also obtained the Shadow Flame Quadrant and Devil's Element, and got full crystal armour to boot, so I now have all the gear I need for the Waterthorns build, and I can AFK to my heart's content. I'm going to keep this episode brief and focus on a few little tips and tricks I've come across while I've been working my way through the tasks, in case it's helpful for anyone who is still playing leagues. Firstly, how have I been making money? I have already released a short detailing out how to make money from Abyssal Demons with Soul Harvest, so go check that out if you're interested in that method. However, I was made aware of an even better money-making method for those who don't have Larcenist or Transmute. If you have 61 ranged and Core End unlocked and completed the easy Karamja diary, you'll be able to do this method. The first step will involve ensuring you have at least 80% ammo regeneration, the higher the better. Also, having some sort of ammo retrieval device such as Ava's devices or the Quiver will also help here. Next, find some Onyx bolts. Normal bolts will do, but enchanted will get you more money overall. Take these bolts and a crossbow to Chambers of Xeric, and keep resetting the raid until you get the crab puzzle as the first room. Go through to the puzzle room and start attacking a crab. As there's no attack delay on these crabs, your character will continuously fire a bolt at the crab every tick, and as long as your ammo regeneration rate is high enough, your stack of bolts should be increasing in number. Once you're happy with your collection of bolts, head to Obley's general store, ensuring you have your Karamja gloves equipped. Now sell your bolts to Obley, either one at a time if you have the patience, or 5 at a time if you don't mind losing a mil or two in the process. With my ammo regeneration rate at 115% and with no Quiver or Ava's device, I was making approximately 50 mil an hour with this method. With even more regeneration and a retrieval device, you should get even more. I was thinking about what other tips and tricks I could give, and thought about bosses I've encountered and how it took some trial and error to work out good strategies to kill them with the Waterthorns build, as sometimes you can't go completely AFK. I know, it sucks, right? Absolute trash build. In the bin with you. I'm kidding, of course. I would not be at this rank without the Waterthorns build. So I think I'm going to quickly chat about my approaches to 3 main bosses or encounters, which are the Colosseum, Doom, and the Inferno. Let's talk about the Colosseum first of all. With the Waterthorns build, you can full-on face tank hits from the enemies, but the wrong pick for the modifiers can seriously hurt your runs, specifically the Doom modifier. You'll be constantly taking damage with this approach, so avoid this modifier at all costs. You'll also want to avoid Frailty, as it will stop your overhealing from working, which is bad news bears. Blasphemy is okay at level 1 and maybe level 2 if you take some prayer potions with you, but don't go higher than that, unless you want to be constantly sipping potions. And finally, Relentless. Again, level 1 is not too bad, maybe level 2 if you're confident, but higher than that will likely outstack your healing. The 2 modifiers that you want to pick every time is Red Flag and Totemic. Red Flag is a freebie as you'll be tanking hits anyway, so there's no reason not to take it. Totemic may seem counterintuitive at first, as it heals your opponents. However, attacking the totems has no attack delay like the crabs as described earlier. This means you can usually get 3 to 4 hits on the totems in quick succession before they're destroyed. This works great as an emergency heal, or to generally keep your health topped up as the enemies kill themselves on your thorns. The remaining modifiers have minimal impact on your runs, so take as you see fit. Next up is Doom. It took me some trial and error to work out a good strategy here, as there are so many different mechanics going on in this fight. The best strategy I came up with was to focus on killing the larvae before they reach Doom to prevent him from getting stacks of demonic charge. Step a tile away during the boulder attacks, as this interrupts your attacks if you're hit by the boulder. and pray against the projectiles during the double boulder attack on Delve level 8, as these can easily outstack you if you're not praying at all. If the boulder is blue, pray mage. If the boulder is brown, pray range, and put your prayer up once the second boulder has exploded. Otherwise, everything else can generally be tanked, and with the Ring of Suffering and Echo Boots, Doom will receive a lot of recoil damage. Finally, the Inferno. The wave-based section of the Inferno is completely AFKable. I would let the Nibblers destroy the pillars at the start, so you can just let everything attack you without intervention. It's even possible to AFK triple Jads, but maybe start paying attention here just in case they all decide to hit you off prayer at the same time. The fight with Zuck will need attention, as you can get hit very hard with him, but as long as you stay behind the shield you should be okay. Here I have 4 yellow tiles marked, and I only move to the next one along once Zuck fires a hit at the shield. I also spent the time killing the Major, Ranger and Jad as they appeared, and tagged each healer when they popped up. Honestly, other than that, I don't have much more advice for Zuck, as I've only ever completed Inferno on these temporary game modes with boosted combats. But this method got me the cape, so hopefully it will work for you too. Before I finish off this episode, I'd like to show you the XP drop you can get if you leave your butler to collect and process flax for 6 days straight. Yes, that is a 35 million experience drop, which completes the 25, 35 and 50 million XP tasks for crafting in one go. What a beautiful sight. That's it for this week. Next video, we will find out if I managed to make it to the Dragon Cup or not before the time runs out. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button so you are notified when my final video is released, and let me know in the comments if you have any other tips or tricks for bossing in leagues with the Water Thorns build. I'll see you next time. Bye!